Have you ever felt like quitting? Like no matter how hard you try, things just aren't working out? Maybe you're exhausted, frustrated, or just overwhelmed. It feels like you've hit a wall, and no matter how much effort you put in, progress seems out of reach. What if I told you that pushing through in these moments could be the key to your biggest breakthrough? Some of the greatest success stories come from people who refuse to give up, even when everything seemed impossible. So, how do you keep going when all you want to do is quit? Before we dive in, if you find value in this video, make sure to like, share, and subscribe. Now, let's get into it. 1. Remember your why. When things get tough, it's easy to forget why you started in the first place. Your why is the reason behind your journey, the deeper purpose that made you take the first step. Maybe you're working towards financial freedom, better health, or a lifelong dream. Whatever it is, reminding yourself of your why can reignite the motivation you've lost along the way. The power of your why. Your why serves as your anchor during difficult times. Life is full of challenges, and obstacles are inevitable. There will be moments when you feel exhausted, discouraged, or even tempted to give up altogether. During these times, your why becomes your source of strength. It's what keeps you pushing forward when your energy is drained and your enthusiasm has faded. Start by asking yourself, why did I start this? What was the driving force behind my decision? Sometimes, we get so caught up in the daily struggles that we lose sight of our original vision. When that happens, take a moment to reflect on what made you excited about this journey in the first place. What was that initial spark that fueled your ambition? Take time to write down your thoughts. Be honest with yourself about what truly drives you. Is it a dream you've had since childhood? A promise you made to yourself or a loved one? A desire to break free from limitations and live life on your terms? Dig deep and reconnect with the emotions behind your journey. Keeping your why visible. One of the best ways to stay connected to your why is to keep it in sight. Write it down and place it somewhere you'll see it every day. This could be a note on your bathroom mirror, a reminder on your phone's wallpaper, or even a vision board filled with images and words that represent your goals. A vision board is a particularly powerful tool. By creating a visual representation of your dreams and aspirations, you engage your mind on a deeper level. Each time you look at it, you reinforce your commitment to your journey. The more you see your goals, the more they become ingrained in your subconscious, pushing you to take consistent action. Another effective strategy is to create daily affirmations that reinforce your why. These affirmations should remind you of your purpose, keeping you motivated even when doubts arise. For example, if your why is to achieve financial freedom, an affirmation could be, I am taking consistent steps toward financial independence, and every challenge brings me closer to success. Reignite your motivation. Motivation is not always constant. It fluctuates based on external factors and personal emotions. But by revisiting your why regularly, you can keep your fire burning even during tough times. One effective strategy is journaling. Write about your journey, your progress, and any challenges you've overcome. Reflecting on how far you've come can be incredibly inspiring and remind you that you're capable of pushing through any difficulties that arise. Additionally, visualize your success. Close your eyes and imagine yourself achieving your goals. How does it feel? What emotions come up? Visualization is a powerful technique that helps strengthen your belief in your abilities. If you can see yourself succeeding, you'll be more likely to push through obstacles and stay committed. Also, think about the consequences of giving up. What happens if you stop now? Will you regret it later? Sometimes, realizing what's at stake can push you to keep going, even when it's hard. Imagine your future self. How would you feel if you quit today? Would you be disappointed, or would you wish you had persevered? Surround yourself with support. Your environment plays a huge role in maintaining your motivation. Surround yourself with people who uplift and inspire you. Whether it's a mentor, a friend, or an online community, having support can make all the difference. Share your goals with those who understand your journey and can hold you accountable. Join groups or forums where like-minded individuals share their experiences and strategies for staying motivated. Being part of a community can provide encouragement, fresh perspectives, and a sense of belonging. Knowing that others have faced similar struggles and succeeded can be incredibly motivating. Additionally, consume content that aligns with your goals. Read books, watch motivational videos, and listen to podcasts that reinforce the importance of perseverance and remind you of the bigger picture. Learning from those who have already achieved what you aspire to accomplish can provide valuable insights and help you stay on track. Developing resilience and discipline. While motivation is important, discipline and resilience are what keep you moving forward when motivation wanes. Motivation may start your journey, but discipline ensures you continue even when excitement fades. Create a routine that supports your progress. Whether it's setting aside time each day to work on your goals, developing productive habits, or practicing self-discipline, consistency is key. Resilience is also crucial. Life will throw challenges your way, but how you respond determines your success. Instead of viewing setbacks as failures, see them as opportunities to learn and grow. Remind yourself that every challenge is part of the process, and that persistence leads to breakthroughs. Your why is your guiding light. It's what gives meaning to your journey and fuels your determination. Whenever you feel lost or discouraged, take a step back and reconnect with your purpose. Remind yourself of the reasons you started. Visualize your success and surround yourself with motivation. Develop the discipline and resilience needed to keep going, even when things get tough. Challenges are temporary, but the rewards of perseverance last a lifetime. Stay focused, stay committed, and never forget your why. 2. Break it down. One of the biggest reasons people feel like giving up is because they're overwhelmed. The goal feels too big, the workload too heavy, and the progress too slow. When this happens, the best thing you can do is break it down into manageable pieces. By shifting your approach and taking smaller steps, you'll not only reduce stress, but also increase your chances of success. The power of small steps. Think of your goal like a puzzle. Instead of trying to put together all at once, focus on one piece at a time. This mindset shift helps reduce stress and makes the process feel more achievable. If you're working on a big project, divide it into smaller, more manageable tasks. If you're struggling to stay consistent with exercise, commit to just 10 minutes a day instead of an hour. If you want to read more books but feel daunted by a 500-page novel, commit to reading just one chapter a day. Small steps add up, and before you know it, you'll start seeing progress. Breaking tasks into bite-sized pieces isn't just about managing workload. It also builds confidence. Every time you complete a small step, you prove to yourself that progress is possible. Over time, these small victories accumulate and create a sense of accomplishment, which fuels motivation to keep going. The 5-minute rule. A great method for overcoming resistance is the 5-minute rule. If you're feeling unmotivated, tell yourself you'll work on something for just 5 minutes. More often than not, once you start, you'll find yourself continuing beyond those 5 minutes. This is because momentum is powerful, and getting started is often the hardest part. For example, if you need to write a long report but feel stuck, commit to writing for just 5 minutes. You may find that once you get into the flow, you'll naturally want to keep going. The same principle applies to cleaning, studying, exercising, or any other task that feels overwhelming at first. The trick is to lower the mental barrier to entry and just begin. Psychologists refer to this phenomenon as the Zeigarnik effect, which states that people are more likely to remember and return unfinished tasks. Once you start something, your brain wants to see it through, making it much easier to continue once you get past that initial resistance. Setting micro goals. Another effective technique is setting micro goals. These are smaller, short-term targets that keep you motivated. Instead of focusing on losing 50 pounds, focus on losing 5. Instead of trying to learn an entire language, focus on learning 10 new words a day. When you achieve a micro goal, you get a small dopamine boost, which reinforces your motivation and keeps you moving forward. Micro goals also allow for quick wins, which help maintain a sense of momentum. They give you something to celebrate along the way, preventing burnout and keeping your enthusiasm high. Without these small wins, it's easy to feel stuck in a cycle of effort without reward. The snowball effect. Once you start taking small steps, they build on each other like a snowball rolling down a hill. At first, progress may feel slow, but as you continue, your momentum grows. This effect can be seen in many areas of life. A beginner runner may struggle with a single mile, but after consistent effort, they'll eventually run 5 miles with ease. A new writer may find it difficult to write 500 words a day, but after weeks of practice, they'll be writing thousands without hesitation. Think about learning a new skill. At first, every attempt feels like a struggle, but as you practice and accumulate experience, the process becomes smoother and more natural. This is how habits are formed, through gradual, repeated effort that compounds over time. The importance of tracking progress. One way to stay motivated is by tracking your progress. Use a journal, a checklist, or a digital app to record your achievements. Even small wins deserve recognition. When you see how far you've come, it reinforces a belief that you're capable of achieving your goal. Tracking also helps you identify patterns and adjust your approach as needed. If you notice that you're more productive at certain times of the day, you can schedule important tasks accordingly. If you see that your motivation dips after a week of effort, you can implement rewards or breaks to keep yourself going. A great tracking method is a Seinfeld strategy, where you mark an X on a calendar for each day you complete a task. The goal is to create an unbroken chain of progress, which becomes a powerful visual motivator to keep going. Overcoming setbacks. Breaking things down doesn't mean you'll never face setbacks. Sometimes, even with the best strategies, you may hit roadblocks or lose motivation. The key is to acknowledge that setbacks are a natural part of progress. Instead of seeing them as failures, view them as opportunities to adjust and move forward. If you find yourself struggling, revisit your approach. Are your steps still too big? Are you putting too much pressure on yourself? Adjust as needed and remind yourself why you started in the first place. Remember, success isn't about making giant leaps. It's about making consistent, small steps forward. When a task feels overwhelming, break it down, start small, and keep moving. Progress is progress, no matter how slow. Over time, those little steps will lead you to your destination. By embracing this approach, you'll not only reach your goals, but also build habits that make long-term success possible. Whether it's work, health, or personal development, breaking it down is the key to making any big goal achievable. 3. Rest, but don't quit. Burnout is a very real phenomenon that many of us face at some point in our lives. It's that overwhelming feeling of being physically and emotionally drained, often caused by overworking ourselves. And sometimes, despite our best efforts to keep pushing through, we find ourselves stuck, struggling to find motivation, and feeling like we're running on empty. In those moments, it's crucial to understand that pushing yourself too hard can often make things worse. The key to managing burnout is knowing when to rest and when to push forward. Taking a break doesn't mean you're giving up. It means you're giving yourself the necessary time to recover and recharge so you can return stronger than ever. Think of it like running a marathon. If you sprint the entire way without stopping to catch your breath or drink water, you will burn out before reaching the finish line. In a race, you pace yourself, take water breaks, and let your body recover for the long journey ahead. Similarly, in life, when working toward any goal, whether it's personal, professional, or academic, pacing yourself is essential. Resting doesn't mean you're not dedicated. Rather, it's a strategy for maintaining your long-term success. Without breaks, you're essentially setting yourself up for failure because fatigue will eventually catch up with you and your productivity will plummet. Rest is a concept that many people often overlook, especially in the fast-paced world we live in today. We've been taught that constant hustle and hard work are the keys to success, and while these things certainly matter, they must be balanced with the crucial practice of taking time to rest. Rest doesn't just mean sleeping or sitting down. It means giving your mind and body the opportunity to rejuvenate. It's an essential part of productivity, not an obstacle to it. Rest can take on many different forms depending on what your body and mind need. For some, it may be as simple as taking a day off from work or taking a weekend to relax and recharge. For others, rest can mean getting more sleep, which is crucial for cognitive function, emotional regulation, and overall well-being. Adequate sleep allows your body to repair itself and provides your mind with the rest it needs to stay sharp. The importance of sleep can't be overstated. It's during sleep that your body heals, your memory consolidates, and your energy reserves are replenished. Without sleep, the work you put in during waking hours becomes less effective and can lead to burnout much faster. Other forms of rest may involve practicing self-care, like enjoying a relaxing bath, going for a walk in nature, meditating, or even engaging in creative activities like painting, writing, or cooking. Sometimes, the most powerful form of rest is simply stepping away from your work for a short period of time to gain a fresh perspective. Engaging in activities that are unrelated to your primary work or goals allows you to disconnect mentally and emotionally from the stresses you're facing, which can help you come back to your tasks with renewed focus and energy. It's important to note that resting with the intention of continuing is key. Rest is not about quitting or abandoning your goals. It's about understanding that rest is an essential part of the process, just like hard work and perseverance. You need to rest with the understanding that after you've taken the time to recharge, you'll come back to your work with renewed energy, clearer focus, and more creative ideas. Rest gives your body the opportunity to heal and your mind the space to think more clearly. Without it, you risk becoming overwhelmed, frustrated, and disconnected from the very goals you are working toward. A great way to avoid burnout is by scheduling regular breaks throughout your day, week, and month. By incorporating rest into your routine, you prevent yourself from overworking and running on empty. It might seem counterintuitive at first, but breaks actually increase your overall productivity and can help you accomplish more in less time. The key is to plan these breaks strategically, whether that's taking a 10-minute walk every hour, setting aside an afternoon for relaxation or hobbies once a week, or even planning longer vacations to fully disconnect from your work for a while. Make time for hobbies, relaxation, and activities that bring you joy. Whether it's spending time with loved ones, pursuing a creative hobby, or engaging in physical exercise, these moments of rest help replenish your mental and physical energy. Success is not about working yourself into the ground. It's about finding balance between work and rest. Pushing yourself too hard without allowing time for breaks will only lead to exhaustion and frustration, which ultimately hampers your progress. By building time for rest into your routine, you set yourself up for sustained success over time. Think of your body and mind as a machine. If you continuously run it at full throttle without ever stopping to refuel or repair, eventually it will break down. In contrast, if you periodically rest and maintain your machine, it will continue to perform optimally for much longer. The same goes for your goals. Success requires consistent effort, but it also requires a wisdom to step back when needed. By embracing rest as an integral part of your journey, you ensure that you stay focused, energized, and committed to your goals in the long run. In addition to structured breaks, it's also important to recognize when you're pushing yourself too hard without even realizing it. Sometimes we don't notice the signs of burnout because we're so caught up in our work or responsibilities. These signs can include physical symptoms like headaches, chronic fatigue, and muscle tension, as well as mental signs like irritability, forgetfulness, and lack of focus. Paying attention to these cues from your body can help you avoid reaching a breaking point. When you notice these signs, it's essential to act quickly. Take a break, go for a walk, sleep, or do whatever it takes to restore your energy. Rest is not a luxury, it's a necessity. It's a vital tool for maintaining your well-being and achieving your long-term aspirations. Recognizing when to rest and when to push forward is a skill that will help you avoid burnout, stay motivated, and keep moving toward your goals with a clear and focused mind. Embrace the importance of rest. And remember, it's not about quitting. It's about taking care of yourself so that you can come back even stronger and more determined to succeed. In conclusion, success is not a sprint but a marathon, and the key to winning that race is knowing when to push and when to rest. The most effective and successful individuals don't burn out trying to do everything at once. Instead, they pace themselves and prioritize rest as a way to fuel long-term productivity and well-being. By recognizing the value of rest and actively incorporating it into your routine, you set yourself up not only for immediate success, but also for sustained growth and achievement in the future. 4. Surround yourself with positivity. Your environment plays a huge role in shaping your mindset and influencing your overall well-being. The people you interact with, the content you consume, and the physical space you occupy all contribute to the way you think and feel. If you find yourself constantly surrounded by negativity, doubt, and discouragement, it can be incredibly difficult to stay motivated and optimistic. On the other hand, when you surround yourself with positive influences, whether through people, media, or your environment, it can make all the difference in helping you stay inspired, confident, and focused on your goals. The first step in creating a more positive environment is evaluating the people in your life. Think about the relationships you have, your family, friends, colleagues, and acquaintances. Are they supporting you, encouraging you, and uplifting you? Or are they bringing you down with negativity, criticism, or apathy? The people around you can have a profound impact on your mindset. If you're surrounded by individuals who doubt you or constantly put you down, it can be difficult to maintain a positive outlook. On the other hand, when you have a strong support system made up of people who believe in you, encourage your growth, and push you to be the best version of yourself, you'll find that it's easier to stay motivated and work toward your goals. It's essential to surround yourself with people who inspire you and help you grow. This may mean evaluating your current relationships and being honest with yourself about whether they are serving your personal development. If you find that some people in your life are holding you back, it might be time to reconsider those relationships or distance yourself from negative influences. You don't have to cut ties with everyone who isn't supportive, but it's important to prioritize those relationships that nurture your ambitions and encourage you to reach higher. If you feel that your circle isn't as supportive as you would like, don't be discouraged. There are countless opportunities to seek out new, more positive connections. You can join online communities or groups that share your interests, hobbies, or career aspirations. Look for people who are already where you want to be and reach out for advice or mentorship. Mentors can be a tremendous asset as they have the experience to guide you through obstacles, offer valuable perspective, and keep you accountable as you work toward your goals. Attending conferences, seminars, or workshops related to your interests is another great way to meet like-minded individuals who will push you to be better and encourage your personal growth. Aside from the people you surround yourself with, it's equally important to be mindful of what you consume. Every day, you are exposed to an overwhelming amount of information through books, social media, news outlets, and entertainment. What you choose to consume can significantly affect your mindset and outlook on life. If you constantly engage with negative or fear-based content, it can leave you feeling anxious, hopeless, or pessimistic about the future. Conversely, when you fill your mind with positive, inspiring, and empowering content, you feed your mind with the motivation and optimism you need to keep going. Start by evaluating the books you read, the social media accounts you follow, and the television shows or movies you watch. Are they adding value to your life? Or are they contributing to feelings of doubt, fear, or negativity? If you're following accounts that promote negativity, comparison, or drama, consider unfollowing them and instead seek out profiles that offer inspiration, positivity, and support for personal growth. There are countless motivational speakers, authors, and content creators who provide helpful advice, thought-provoking insights, and positive affirmations that can help keep you focused on your goals. By curating the content you consume to reflect your values and aspirations, you'll find that your mindset starts to shift toward one of empowerment and possibility. In addition to the media you consume, your physical environment plays a significant role in your mental and emotional state. Your surroundings can influence how you feel, think, and work. A cluttered, disorganized space can lead to feelings of stress and overwhelm, making it harder to focus and stay productive. On the other hand, a clean, organized, and inspiring space can help you feel more focused, calm, and motivated to take action. Take time to arrange your space in a way that reflects your goals and aspirations. Surround yourself with objects, images, or quotes that inspire you and remind you of your potential. Whether it's a vision board, motivational posters, or personal mementos, having visual reminders of your goals can keep you on track and provide the mental boost you need to keep going. Even small changes to your environment can make a big difference. If you work from home, create a dedicated workspace that is free of distractions and conducive to productivity. If you spend a lot of time in a particular room, take some time to tidy up and make it a space that feels positive and comfortable. The simple act of decluttering can help clear your mind and create a sense of calm, allowing you to focus more on your work and less on the chaos around you. Perhaps one of the most powerful tools you have at your disposal is the way you speak to yourself. The words you use when talking to yourself shape your reality and influence your confidence and motivation. Negative self-talk can be a major obstacle to success, as it reinforces doubt, insecurity, and fear. Instead of focusing on what you can't do or what you lack, try shifting your perspective and reframe your self-talk in a more empowering way. Instead of saying, "I can't do this," try saying, "I can do hard things." Instead of saying, "I'm not capable," try, "I am capable of learning and growing." Instead of saying, "I will never be good enough," say, "I am enough and I will keep improving." The way you talk to yourself can either hinder or propel you forward. When you choose to engage in positive self-talk, you're reinforcing a mindset of confidence and resilience. Your thoughts create your reality. So when you focus on your strengths, capabilities, and progress, you cultivate an attitude that allows you to push past obstacles and continue moving toward your goals. Positive affirmations are a powerful tool for shifting your mindset. Repeating empowering statements to yourself daily can help you internalize the belief that you are capable and worthy of success. It's important to remember that surrounding yourself with positivity is not a one-time effort, but an ongoing practice. Your environment, relationships, and self-talk will continue to evolve. So it's essential to regularly evaluate whether they align with your goals and values. If you find that certain aspects of your environment are no longer serving you, take action to make positive changes. Whether it's cutting out toxic people, reducing exposure to negative media, or reimagining your physical space, taking steps to surround yourself with positivity will help you stay focused, motivated, and empowered on your journey. By intentionally curating a positive environment, through the people you interact with, the content you consume, and the way you speak to yourself, you can create a mindset that supports your growth and success. Surrounding yourself with positivity gives you the tools you need to face challenges with confidence and to maintain your momentum, even when things get tough. So, take time to reflect on your environment, make necessary changes, and surround yourself with influences that nurture your dreams and aspirations. With the right support and mindset, there is no limit to what you can achieve. 5. Just take one more step. When life presents challenges that seem insurmountable, it's easy to feel the temptation to give up. You might find yourself doubting your abilities or feeling like you're not making any progress. But in these moments of doubt, challenge yourself to take just one more step. It doesn't have to be a giant leap, just one small action, no matter how insignificant it might seem. The key here is to keep moving forward, even if it's at a snail's pace. Remember, progress is progress, no matter how small. Imagine your journey as if you're climbing a staircase. Each step you take gets you closer to the top, but if you decide to stop halfway, you'll never reach the peak. It's easy to get discouraged when you're tired or feeling defeated, but stopping means you'll never get to the place you want to be. Instead of giving up, challenge yourself to take just one more step. It doesn't matter how tired you are or how impossible the journey seems. Just keep moving, even if it's slow. Slowly but surely, those tiny steps add up, and before you know it, you'll be further along than you ever expected. The key to maintaining your motivation when the journey feels overwhelming is consistency. One of the most effective strategies is setting micro goals. Instead of focusing on the vast distance between where you are and where you want to be, break the task into smaller, more manageable goals. These micro goals allow you to concentrate on what you can do today, rather than obsessing over the end result. Focusing on small tasks makes the journey feel less daunting and gives you a sense of achievement, which fuels your momentum to keep going. For instance, let's say you're working on a creative project like writing a book or developing a new skill. The idea of completing an entire manuscript or mastering a new craft might feel overwhelming. But what if you shifted your focus and set a micro goal for yourself? For example, your goal for the day could be to write just one paragraph or to practice a skill for only 15 minutes. It sounds small, but these micro goals help create a rhythm of progress. Over time, those small efforts accumulate and will bring you closer to your larger goal. Think of it like stacking small bricks to build a wall. You may only be adding one brick at a time, but eventually, those small bricks will form something solid and lasting. It's not about completing the entire wall in one go. It's about steadily adding brick after brick until it becomes something you can be proud of. Another helpful strategy is to visualize your success. When you're struggling or feeling like quitting, take a moment to close your eyes and picture yourself reaching your goal. See yourself standing at the finish line, having accomplished what you set out to do. Imagine the relief, the joy, the pride, and the satisfaction that will flood over you when you achieve your dream. Feel the emotions of success as vividly as you can. This mental exercise helps reinforce your commitment to your goal, providing a burst of motivation when you need it most. Visualization is not just about seeing the end result. It's also about tapping into the emotions that will come with it. This sense of accomplishment and satisfaction can drive you through the tough moments when it feels like progress is slow or non-existent. Visualizing your success reminds you why you started in the first place, reigniting your passion and determination to continue. At the end of the day, it's important to remember that the only true way to fail is to stop trying. You will encounter setbacks, frustrations, and moments where things don't go according to plan. But as long as you keep pushing forward, even if it's at a slow pace, you are still progressing. There is no failure in persistence. Success is built on resilience, the ability to continue moving forward, step by step, regardless of how difficult or tiring the journey may be. Think of it like planting a seed. You may not see any visible growth in the early stages, but you're still laying the foundation for something greater. If you stop watering that seed, it will never grow. But if you keep nourishing it, even in the smallest ways, eventually it will bloom. The growth might be slow and imperceptible at times, but the key is to keep at it. So, when you feel like giving up, take a moment to breathe. Acknowledge that the path you're on is difficult and that it's okay to feel tired or discouraged. But don't let those feelings stop you from moving forward. Take just one more step. Maybe it's not the biggest step, but it's a step in the right direction. Remember, every tiny effort you make adds up over time. What might seem like an insignificant action today could be the very thing that propels you to success tomorrow. With persistence and the courage to keep moving forward, you'll eventually reach your goal. No matter how tough the journey gets, remember that you are stronger than you think. The challenges you face may seem overwhelming now, but these difficulties are only temporary. Perseverance, on the other hand, lasts a lifetime. The rewards of not giving up aren't just external accomplishments. They're the inner growth, the strength, and the resilience you build along the way. By sticking with it, you become a person who doesn't quit, no matter what life throws your way. Take a deep breath, refocus, and keep going. Whether the steps are big or small, the important thing is to keep taking them. Even when the road seems long and the end feels far away, keep moving forward. You are capable of more than you realize, and the reward of your hard work will be far greater than you can imagine. If this video has helped you, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. I would love to hear your story in the comments. What's one thing that helps you keep going when times get tough? Your words might inspire someone else to keep taking that one more step, even when they feel like giving up. Remember, you've got this. Keep moving one step at a time.